Alright, so as we all collectively start working in Revit more and more, we're going to want to start really focusing on sharing as much content with each other as we can. So we're going to use Unifi to share in content. Slack and Spoke are used to kind of organize our knowledge and our communication respectively, with Spoke handling kind of the knowledge base and Slack being, the transfer of information itself. So in order to upload things to Unifi, you're going to come in here. Your Unifi might look a little bit different because you might not have all the admin tools that I have, but you're going to hit this upload content button. And so what you're going to do is just grab and drop an RFA file into here. So let's say I'm in here in this project and I found this curtain family and it looks great. I really like it. I want to share it with the rest of the team. You can do, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open this up. I'm going to do a file and save as family. Normally I would save this to my project library, or maybe I already had it saved to my project library. Right now it's just on my desktop and it's already saved, so I'm going to just hit cancel. I'm going to go over to Unifi. I'm going to pull up the item, right here, and I'm just going to drag and drop it into here. I'm going to make sure it says DAS Architects, hit the families library because it's a family, and then I'm going to add tags. There's no limit to the number of tags you can add, so go crazy with this. The more the better. Furniture, hit enter between tags, drapery, you could add curtain and so on. And then you hit upload. I'm going to hit clear now because this is already in the library actually. So once it gets uploaded, it's not immediately available here in our library. It goes into this kind of middle zone where it's time for me to take a look at it and kind of vet it out. So just kind of help you guys understand what I'm doing. If I open up one of these uploads that Sharon did, she uploaded, looks like a cabinet, a dresser, and it's 36 inches. So just so you guys can understand kind of what I'm doing here and what I'm looking at. The first thing I'm checking is the name. This is looking good. It definitely follows our standard naming convention, so that looks good. The file size is good, it's under 1 megabyte, preferably under 5 megabytes at the absolute most. So that's looking pretty good. And she tagged it to the correct family, to the correct library, so that looks great. She added a bunch of tags, awesome work. And so what I'm going to do is I just want to grab this and I'm going to just toss it into a project and give this a second. And I want to take a look at it. So let me just head over to a project here. Here it is here. So what I'm doing when I'm checking things in here is I'm kind of clicking on it. I notice here that the type is incorrect. It's specialty equipment here, but it really should be furniture, right? This is a piece of furniture. So it just, whoever built it kind of tagged it incorrectly. But everything else looks pretty good. I don't see any kind of sketchy stuff. This weird plumbing accessory parameter is a little strange. I think it's just because of the way it was built. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop into Edit Family. I'm going to check the family category, and here it's assigned to specialty equipment. Well, I don't want that. I want this to be on furniture. Switch it over to furniture. That looks good. I'll do a save as. I'm just going to save it to my desktop. Oops, sorry. I'll save as to my desktop, not the temp location. There we go. I'm going to come, and so then that looks pretty good. This is approved with that small exception. So then I'm going to go in here and I'm going to upload a new version. I'm going to grab it from my desktop. This one right here. Yep. No notes. Everything else looks pretty good. Give Unifi just a second to fix that up. And then the last thing I'm going to do here is I really like to have a preview image for everything that we upload. So usually what I'll do is I'll go to 3D view and I'll kind of get it looking nice. Then we go into here and hit actions, and then we hit capture preview image. And so what that's going to do is I want to use this screen here, and I'm just going to kind of zoom in and clip that image. And now if I move Unifi back over here, you can see it just grabs a preview of the furniture, the cabinet. So all that looks good. So I can say, you know, we're approved. And so let me just open this up and hit approve. Looks good. And so that's how the process goes. So once I approve it and we go into DAS families and then furniture, it might take a second to load in, but ultimately it's going to land, you know, right in here in the furniture category, or at least it should. And if not, then I'll have to fix it. Just make sure it's not in specialty equipment. Oh shoot, it is in specialty equipment. So I'll have to fix that because it got pulled in here, but you get the idea. How things kind of move through into our library.